gonna get myself set up per usual, and I will be back in a second. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is enjoying this crazy heat wave. I don't know where you guys are at, but where I'm at, it is hot. So I'm not gonna spend too much time in the tent today. I'm just gonna hang out, show you guys what's new, and then got some work to do outside despite the heat. I'm gonna take care of my outdoor flower garden. And yeah, so I'm gonna get a couple things going here. What's up, Mia Lifestyle? Thanks for hanging out. We're running a little behind today because it's a lazy Sunday. So yeah, lots going on in the grow tent. I was busy yesterday and out and about, well, not out and about, just not in the tent all day. And today I came into the tent and there is a lot of new stuff going on. So just gonna chill out today, show you guys what's new, and we got to pollinate something. We've got something exciting that just bloomed today. So we got a little bit of pollinating to do, and that's it. Just take it easy. Hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. We started some cucumbers last week and I went to check them today and they are doing so good. So I'm gonna have some more cucumbers soon. The current cucumber plant that I have looks like it's back on the mend. We've added calcium, we've increased the lights. What's up, Ray Cassis? Thank you for joining. Thanks you guys for hanging out. Happy Sunday. I'm having a bit of a slow day today, feeling a little bit tired. So the vibes are high, but the energy is low. What's up, Nick? Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Sunday, it's a beautiful day. Today was one of those days where I walked into the grow tent and was like, wow. There's a lot going on, and I think it's just because I increased the lights, which made the world of a difference. But then when we were talking on last week's chat, some of you guys said that I shouldn't increase the lights too much because veggies like lower light. So I don't know, I increased the lights. Everything seems to be doing better. Since I'm going to be pollinating, you don't have to, but I just always put gloves on. Sometimes I touch stuff in my outdoor garden and then I forget, and then, you got dirt under your nails or whatever. You want to be careful, you want to keep it clean. So, I just try to make good habits. So we're going to go around, I'm going to show you guys what's new. We have a couple things to do today, but not too much. Just going to take it easy, you guys, and just show off all the good stuff in my garden. So, yeah, before we get to it, I'll just tell you guys about my outdoor garden for now. So everything that I brought outside is finally starting to bloom. We've got some first buds. I know I told you guys that I was going to give you an outdoor garden update today, but I'm not sure if I will, just because it's so freaking hot out. that I don't know if I feel like going out there, you guys. What's up, Kamal? Thanks for joining. So you guys, I'm going to take you for the tent tour. I'm going to show you what's growing on. We've got a lot of stuff. I can't wait to show you. And yes, Spider Farmer. These lights are Spider Farmer, and behind me I've got some intake fans and an exhaust fan there. All right, guys, so let me just actually clean my camera lens here. All right, so you guys, for those of you that just joined, this is the indoor grow tent. This is where I grow all my own food. If you guys followed along, we pruned 4 days ago, and I've already got a jungle happening all over again. So it doesn't take long. Everything grows very quickly. Everything is being grown aeroponically. And all right, let's get started with the tent tour. So first, I'll show you guys the yellow tower. The yellow tower we filled together with parsley. I have to deal with this algae that I've got growing, but we're gonna take care of that. It's because if you don't fasten these properly, then you get leaks and then algae builds and starts growing. So I got different herbs growing in here, the majority of which are parsley. I've got curly leaf and flat leaf. So these are the parsley seedlings. They're doing pretty good. There's the root, and we've got the whole tower full. And then I've got some of my flowers that are going to be going outside. So we're just waiting for those to grow. I feel like I need to clean my lens. Hang on, you guys. Hang on 1 second. Can I turn this camera off for a second while I clean the lens? Hang on 1 sec, you guys. Clean this lens for you so you could see what I'm showing you clearly. Sometimes, all right. Okay, so, I meant to flip my camera, whoops. All right, so there's our parsley tower. The goal is to just have an abundance of parsley because I cook with it. I like tabbouleh salad, and that is all parsley for the most part. Last week we transferred all of our lettuce seedlings to the green grow tower, and as you can see, they're really coming along nicely. So this is just regular leaf lettuce, and then these little babies right here are romaine lettuce. I'm super excited. Can't wait to keep you guys posted. And last week we also transplanted new cucumber seedlings, which will eventually go into the bucket, but we're going to start them off in the grow tower. So there you go. Check that out, you guys. It's doing so well already. Look at those roots. We've got 3 different varieties growing: salt and pepper cucumber, lemon cucumber, and Armenian cucumber. 3 varieties that I've never tasted, so I'm looking forward to trying all of them. So yeah, they're doing pretty great. I'm not sure which is which, but that's okay because we like surprises sometimes. And then I'll move on to the orange tower. Orange tower is a little bit of a mess because it's got to be hearted, but we've got a lot of lettuce, a lot of herbs, dill, parsley, cilantro. I've got some dinosaur kale. I've got tomatoes growing in the tower. I'm trying to see, even though they don't have the right nutrients, I'm trying to see if I can grow them in the grow tower. And got some green onion, more lettuce. I got tons of stuff, you guys. And then before I move on to the buckets, these here were grown in the buckets and I recently harvested them. So these flowers are zinnias. Typically grow them outdoors, but these are these plants that you see right here. So I'm trying to just experiment how they do indoors. So these guys will open soon. We'll see how they do. Got nice roots happening there. They get watered 20 seconds every minute. And then I've got some dahlia flowers that I was gonna try outside, but I actually want to experiment and see how they do in the buckets. For those of you that don't know, dahlias form tubers rather than just a root system. And so I'm really curious to see how they would do in an aeroponic system. And then here, our strawberries are thriving. The goal is to end up in the tower, but I started them off in the buckets right now because the buckets have bloom fertilizer, and these I'm trying to get them to flower. So I decided to put them in the buckets. Now, this is the exciting part, you guys. I cannot wait to show you because we did this all together from start to finish. So, watermelons. These are the Sugar Baby watermelons. I've got 4 of them. So they're 1, 2, they're very long and vining, 3 and 4. And the exciting part, well, there's 2 exciting parts to this update, you guys. The first exciting part is that we've got our first watermelon flower. Now, watermelons are similar to cucumber. Male flowers, female flowers. You have to pollinate the male flower with the female, sorry, you have to pollinate the female flower with the male flower. And so that is a male flower there. As you can see, it's on just a plain stem. But then, not only do we have our first male flower, we also have our first female flower with a baby watermelon growing. So this is my first Sugar Baby watermelon ever. Once that flower opens, we're gonna have to take the pollen from this flower and transfer it into that flower. Now, if you do it successfully, the watermelon will start to grow every day, and you'll see that you've successfully pollinated it. So you can tell the female flowers are the ones that have the fruit growing at the base of the flower, and the male flowers are just on a simple stalk. It's the same thing as cucumbers and zucchini, and it's very, very exciting. So we're gonna pollinate that. Even though the female flower is not open yet, pollinating encourages new growth. So I'm gonna pollinate that flower. I'm gonna use probably my electric toothbrush. And another exciting update, you guys, we got a bunch of new types of peppers growing. So I don't know if you guys remember, I told you I didn't know what variety these were. Was it this one? I've got so much growing now that I can't keep track, you guys. Where was it? I had a little pepper growing and I wanted to show you guys. Anyways, it's on the other plant. Whatever, we got a lot going on, and I gotta, anyways. All right, so these are the Chinese 5-color peppers. They're still purple. They're supposed to ripen. They have 5 different ripening stages, meaning you get 5 different colors of pepper on a plant at once. So once it starts growing, maybe it'll ripen soon, but they're similar to a chili pepper, and they're really pretty to look at, and the flowers are beautiful, and we've got some nice roots happening there. Look at that root system even behind, you guys. We've got some healthy roots. I recently increased the lights and decreased the water, and everything seems to be thriving. So I think this is a jalapeno plant or poblano, just because of the shape. But yes, we have a pepper growing, super, super exciting. And we've got another little one there. And obviously there's a whole lot more where that came from. And then this plant over here, I don't know if you guys can see, we got little other peppers growing. So I don't know what kind those are. I think they're gonna be the habanero, the orange habanero peppers. But I'm not 100% sure, or it could be poblano too. That's the beauty of not labeling, is you'll never freaking know until it grows. So there it is. Beautiful, healthy pepper plants. Here I have another Chinese 5-color pepper plant. Here, you guys, these are my prized plants. I'm so excited. Look at the size of my bell peppers, you guys. I've been working so hard to get really nice sized fruit that have bag appeal, that look similar to when you go to the grocery store. In the past, I've grown peppers and the result is so small. These are massive and they look beautiful. They're so perfect and flawless looking, from shape to the color. They just look beautiful. So I'm excited to see what color those are going to develop into. But look at the size of that pepper, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. Tomatoes, oh man, tomatoes, we just pruned them and they're already growing like crazy. I've got tons of flowers, which means fruit. We've got some tomatoes that are starting to ripen. These are cherry tomatoes. So obviously this plant, I think, is going to be the deep reddish green color tomato. kind of similar to like brown color, and I think these are going to be just the bright orange ones. They're tricolor cherry tomatoes, so each plant will be its own color. There's red, yellow, orange, and brown. I got a bunch of new ones here. You guys, there's just so many freaking tomatoes. I can't keep up, and it's hard to show you all of them because they're all just inside somewhere hiding in the plant. And then cucumbers, we harvested our first cucumber the other day, and then I had issues. I had no more flowers opening up, and things weren't looking good, so I harvested the cucumber to allow the plant to hone the energy in on flower production. And then I increased the calcium, and because I read online that this discoloration here, like these splotches, can be calcium deficiency, so I upped the calcium, and today we have flowers opening. So looks like everything's back on track, which I'm really excited about. And then yeah, that's all that we've got growing right now, which is a lot. There's over, I want to say there's over like 300 plants in this tent right now, so it's a lot to manage, it's a lot to take care of, but I'm very excited and very proud, and honestly I can't believe I got my watermelon growing. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna get I don't know where my electric toothbrush is. Actually, maybe I'll get a paintbrush. Hang tight, you guys. I'm gonna go get a paintbrush to follow me. So for those of you that just joined, cucumbers, zucchini, eggplants, what else? Oh, well, not really. Eggplants are a little bit of a different case, but cucumber, squash, pumpkin, melons, all those things need to be hand pollinated. The male part of the flower is, sorry, the male and female components are just in completely separate flowers, and they have to be pollinated, and if you're not growing out, you have to hand pollinate it yourself. So that's what we're going to do. I've got a paintbrush here. I've used an electric toothbrush as well. And you just want to move the pollen from the male flower to the female flower, but since we don't have the female flower, open yet, we're gonna just pollinate the male one just to encourage flower production. So there's flower, the pollen is in the center, so you just want to rub it kind of like the pollinators do outside, right? And normally you would, so there is pollen on this paintbrush, so normally you would take that pollen, I'm trying to zoom in and focus, but it's difficult. You would take that pollen and you would put it into the female flower, which is right there, the one with the baby watermelon. So I'm just so freaking excited that I have a baby watermelon. So we're pollinating. What's up, Thomas? What's up, Vincent? Happy Sunday, you guys. We got our watermelon flower open, and we've got a baby watermelon growing. So we are pollinating. Free Thinker, I'm having a great day. Look, we have our watermelon growing. I'm so excited. It's a sugar baby watermelon, and it's a perfect sentiment for today because it is so freaking hot out today. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Ontario, and whoa, it's heat wave central here, you guys. So I pollinated the watermelon. It literally took me 5 minutes. So it's hard to believe that it took me so much time to get a cucumber, considering pollinating takes 5 minutes to do. But needs to be done every day, and apparently the best time to do it is around now, between 11 and noon. That's when the flowers typically open up all the way, and apparently that's when pollinators get to work. So I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna check my seedlings to see if there's anything that can be transferred to the tower. I actually killed a bunch of my seedlings yesterday. I left the tray open all day and I forgot to check. I let a bunch of them dry out. So here's one of them that's sprouted. We're gonna try to get that one transferred. Never mind. The roots are way too small. Anyways, so yeah, guys, not much going on today. A lot happening in the garden, but not much that I feel like doing today. I do have to prune at some point. It's gonna help my stuff ripen faster, like my tomatoes. And I do have to prune my cucumber, but just feeling lazy today, you guys. You ever have those lazy Sundays? Yeah, so this week we started a lot of new stuff, and a waiting period, right? When you have a garden, it's a lot of hurry up and wait. There's so much to do, and then when you're waiting for stuff to grow, you end up just not doing anything and waiting for it to grow. So that's where I'm at right now. I've got so many things that I'm just waiting on, which is why I was so surprised and excited to see the watermelon flower open, because I haven't had anything new or exciting, I guess, since my cucumber started growing, or since I harvested my cucumber. So yeah, that's definitely a fun update. I'm gonna have to figure out where to put those watermelons. They vine like crazy. I'll show you guys again. As you can see, this one is already taken over the tomato area, so I'm gonna have to somehow get this up on the trellis and cut back these tomatoes, because even though I've got tons of fruit bearing branches, they're taken away from the space of the other stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, a lot. And then I've got my heart-shaped tomatoes, you guys. How cute are those? So that's really all that I've got going on. Am I gonna make a cradle for the watermelons? Yeah, I have to have some kind of like hammock or something hanging from the trellis. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to figure that out. There's a lot of things I have to figure out, and I have to create a little more space, so I might swap the bucket lid. I might put the watermelon on the corner. The only reason why I didn't want to put it near the cucumber is both are very susceptible to PM and next to each other anyways, so it doesn't really make sense. But I was like, you know what, maybe if I move one further away from the other, if one gets PM, then at least I can still salvage the other one. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm probably going to end up moving right next to the cucumber, right over here where these are. So I'll move these flower plants where the watermelons are, and I'll bring the watermelons over here. And then hopefully it'll have space to vine, even though this cucumber's kind of taking up the space. So these are things that involve planning, and this planner, I just go for it. So we'll see what happens, you guys. But yeah, oh, and I'll show you guys, hang on, I'm gonna grab the seeds that we started 2 days ago. We're gonna check if any of them have sprouted. So these are, we're gonna start some eggplants, some tomatillos, and some bell peppers. I started, I don't know, maybe like 30 bell pepper plants, because I want an abundance, and I'm already trying to start to plan for winter and fall and what I'm growing during those seasons. So as you can see, well, I don't know if you guys can, but we do have some peppers that have slowly sprouted, and nothing else so far. But eggplants and tomatillos take a little bit of time, so we'll see how they do. Oh, we have actually a tomatillo that's sprouted. Let me make sure I water these properly. So I actually have a little hydrogen peroxide in here, and fertilizer Just helps give the seedlings a little boost. And then these are the ones that I killed, RIP. These were all the lettuce seedlings that we were transferring, and I was like, oh, let me leave them because they're so oversaturated. Let me leave it off. And then I left it like that for several hours, and I never covered it and I never watered them. So rest in peace, they're all dead. So we're gonna get that cleaned up, but we already have a lot of lettuce growing. So I'm gonna have to go pick up some romaine seeds, and we are going to have to start some more. So if you guys have any good seed brand recommendations specifically for romaine, let me know. What's up, Les? Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. There's really much going on today. I'm trying to keep the energy up, but I'm so tired today, so you guys gotta help me. But it's on an exciting front, you guys, thank you so much, because I'm almost at 1,000. I appreciate you all, and I can't wait. I'm so close, and obviously I want to exceed 1,000, but I'm pretty excited. So maybe we can make it happen by the end of this coming week. That would be cool. You know what would be really cool is if we can make it happen by July 3rd, because July 3rd will be exact 2 years since I've started this journey and this page. I started this journey exactly 2 years ago on July 3rd. And then as I was starting it, I'm like, you know what? I gotta document this because I have no idea what I'm doing, and a lot of people have no idea what they're doing, and I feel like it might be helpful and endearing that I'm going into it blind. And so I said, you know what? What the heck? Let me share my journey with everybody. Matchbox Seeds are a good company. They're out of Ontario. Oh, all right. I've never heard of them. I am going to definitely check them out. So yeah, on July 3rd, 2023, I was like, all right, I'm going to document the journey. The first thing I started with was strawberry seeds. So I quickly learned that those can be challenging for me because they're so small. So they're really easy to overwater, underwater, whatever the case may be. And yeah, it feels like I've been growing for like 10 years, even though I just started. And I still have such a ways to go. Like we always say, the learning never stops. There's a lot to learn. Thomas says, I'm glad to see you. Thank you for the video and the live. Oh, no problem, Thomas. You know what? It's all about sharing information. So I may have the best information or the correct information, but it's about putting it out there so that you guys can also interact, respond to it, provide your own thoughts or information, and if you feel like there's a better way. So that's what I love this community. I appreciate you guys because we're always exchanging information, exchanging ideas, and I've learned most of what I've learned from the community. I'm not really a researcher. I don't have a lot of patience for doing research. And so I really rely heavily on the community, and I really listen to what you guys tell me to do. Unless it's something totally ridiculous, then I think I can think quickly enough to know what I should listen to and what I shouldn't. However, I really appreciate, like, even just suggesting like a basket or a hammock or whatever for my watermelons. Like, some people don't know that, right? And there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I can't believe I even made it this far. Honestly, I can't believe I've got tomatoes growing right behind me that I grew myself. So yeah, guys, wouldn't that be cool if I can reach 1,000 subs, the 2-year anniversary of the beginning of this whole journey? But yeah, it'll be very cool, and I'm excited to see what's to come. I definitely am going to be focusing more on trying to provide you guys more technical information. I just have to wrap my head around it first before I can translate it and deliver it to you guys. But yeah, I am eager to learn, and if you guys have any tips, tricks, advice, or anything really, hit me up. I'm always wanting to learn. I'm always looking for constructive criticism, and yeah, that's the beauty of growing, is there's so many ways to it. There's no right way, there's no right or wrong, and it's really whatever works for you. That is the main thing behind it, is that's what I say, is whatever works for you. Like sometimes the way I transplant seedlings, people are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, man, I really don't, but it works for me. So yeah, what else did I want to talk about with you guys? There was something else that I was going to bring up and now I forget. Peppers, strawberries, I don't remember. Yeah, I forgot. But on that note, this week we got a lot of stuff to do. We're gonna do harvests. We have obviously a watermelon to pollinate daily. I've got to prune my peppers. I've got to start a bunch of new seeds. So it's gonna be a busy week. I'll be doing a live every day this coming week, and I will take you guys with me and show you everything that I'm doing. We're also going to set up the second bucket system. We're gonna get that running. I need to just prepare it, check all the lines, check all the buckets, make sure everything's clean. Then time to get some plants in. We started germinating, and before we know it, they're gonna sprout. The eggplant, the tomatillos, the cucumbers are already growing, so I don't have much time. So that's gonna be the theme of this week, is setting for our next bucket system, as well as trying to maximize our yield on the current things that are flowering or growing. So lots to do, a lot I still have to kind of learn in the next couple of days, just to see if I can, you know, push things to happen faster and just do a better job. I'm still struggling with root health and stuff like that. And as things start to grow more and are more, I guess, bushy, I have to be mindful of things like powdery mildew, right? So I just have to stay on top of things this week. It's gonna be busy, and I just have to get myself motivated, because it can be quite the undertaking. And also, you know, sometimes it can be a lot when you want to document everything. When I want to document everything, sometimes I feel like it's double the work, because not only you have to do it, but you also have to document it. But then I get to share it with you guys, so I always try to stay on top of that. So that's it for today, you guys. Not much going on. Just wanted to show you guys my baby watermelon growing. That's really why I came on here, because I'm excited and I wanted to brag about it. But yeah, tomorrow, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Tomorrow we're probably gonna prune. We're gonna get our bucket system organized. I need to rearrange some. I need to create a little bit better airflow by pruning. There's just a couple things we've got to do just to keep things clean, stay on top of the organization, and we have a lot of pruning to do this week for sure. I got to get these tomatoes back in shape. Yeah, everybody, smash that like button. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys with me while I do all this stuff, and learn a thing or two, or maybe you'll teach me a thing or two. So on that note, I wish everyone the most wonderful Sunday. I hope everyone is enjoying the rest of their weekend, and if it's hot where you're at, stay cool, and have a fantastic day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Let's get to 1,000, you guys. Come on, help me out. What's on, boy? You caught us on the tail end. I am about to sign off, but we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I won't be late tomorrow. Today I was late and a little bit frazzled because, you know, Sunday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys.